This is file number 252266. People versus Tasha R. Camp. The reason I said R is I can't remember if it's Raina or Renee.
Renee.
All right. Anyway, that's you.
Yes.
And you're charged with operating while intoxicated. Here with your lawyer, Casey Strong. Prosecutors agreed to reduce that charge to a charge of impaired driving. Sir, could you take off your hat? Take off your head. All right. The lesser charge of impaired driving for everybody who may have this type of plea offer. It is a misdemeanor. We had one already this morning. It's better than operating while intoxicated, primarily because it allows you to keep a restricted driver's license to drive back and forth to work, school, treatment, or other limited purposes. It's punishable by a fine of up to $300, carries 4 points on your driving record. Do you understand the charge?
Yes.
Did anybody threaten you to get you to plead to this?
No.
Or promise you anything?
No.
Sorry, I got a lot of paperwork to keep straight. And they got 55 cases. You have to just do them one at a time. Ouch. All right, let's take a look at your case. I did your arraignment. And we talked briefly about it. And looks like there's more to the story, as there often is. All right, we talked about this. This was Halloween night, October 31st at 9:30 at night. Were you driving a car North Main and Three Rivers?
Yes.
Where were you going?
To my friend's house right on Lover's Lane.
Had you been at a Halloween party or something?
No, I was leaving my house.
Or you live in Portage?
Yes.
So you had driven from Portage down to Three Rivers?
Yes.
Okay. What had you been drinking?
I had a couple drinks of Fireball.
The blood alcohol, it says here, was a 0.188 and a 192. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor. And she also had gastric bypass surgery in November of 2023. It's more of a note for probation, but it's relevant here.
It is. That's a very high blood alcohol level. That's not a couple of shots of Fireball. And I was frightened when I saw it. A high percentage of people, a high percentage of people that get gastric bypass surgery develop alcohol problems because the alcohol doesn't stay in your stomach. It goes right into your intestines. And you have to drink enough to get to that level. That's a lot. This is more than 2 times the legal limit to drive a car. And the fact that you drove all the way from Portage to there with a 192 blood alcohol makes a hair stand up on the back of my neck. As far as I can tell, you'd never been in any trouble for anything. This might be a good wake-up call. People that have gastric bypass can't drink to the same extent that other people can, but that doesn't make your blood alcohol that high. What made it that high was you drank a lot. You were also on medication, weren't you?
Yes.
All right, well, we'll get a handle on this. Let's take a look. Your lawyer's a little difficult to schedule because she's just difficult, but we'll see what we can find. She's often very busy in Kalamazoo on Mondays, which is when we do our census. So we try to find Wednesdays that might fit for her.
Thank you for that flexibility, Your Honor.
Case, oops. Are you available Wednesday, February 11th at 11?
Yes.
All right, Ms. Camp, we're gonna get more information and get a handle on this.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Let me make some notes.
Thank you.
This again is a pretty good plea offer. You still work at the pharmacy?
Yes, I work at Bronson Cancer Center.
Yes, you got a very good job.
Yes.
I was proud of what you made of yourself. Like I said, this might be a good wake-up call. Set sentence for February 11th, 2026 at 11. All right, Ms. Camp, I want you to take this out to the counter. I'll give you information about time to come back. We try to do Ms. Stronk's cases on Wednesdays. And we might put a couple more in there before we're done. All right. You take care before I see you in February.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Our advice of rights was included in the packet,
And the next two should have included advice. of
which
rights.
I appreciate. Let's talk to Ms. Westfall. Casey, we'll probably set all three of these for the same day.
Thank you, Your Honor. And there are some handwritten notes. I did confirm that change with both the magistrate and the prosecutor.
All right. This next matter is People versus Elena Sue Rose Westfall. That's you. You also got charged with operating while intoxicated. As I said, we had 10 or 11 of these today. Yours allegedly occurred on November 1st. You got your ticket November 1st at 7:26 in the morning, which is a bit of an unusual time. At Michigan Avenue, 131, right at the main four. At that time, you were living in Elkhart, is that correct?
Yeah,
Do you live in Sturgis now?
yeah.
All right. They have agreed to reduce your charge to something called being a minor in possession of alcohol. That is a drinking driving offense, but it doesn't carry a jail sentence. Carries a fine. I'm still gonna get the matter set for screening. Do you understand the charge?
Yeah.
Other than that, did anyone threaten you to get you to plead to this?
No,
Or promise you anything?
no.
I can put you on a probation, and I want to know more about this. Where were you going?
I was coming home from a friend's house.
All right, so this was not the morning after the night before. How old are you?
20.
She was 19 at the time.
Two things. You need a better ringtone, and please turn it off. Thank you. All right, where were you coming from?
Three Rivers.
To where?
Back home, Elkhart.
Oh boy, what were you drinking?
I had a few mixed drinks.
Mixed of what?
Yeah, vodka juice.
What was the blood alcohol here?
0.130 and 0.125 on a breathalyzer.
This is a very generous plea offer. That's a scary thought. You're a 0.13 and you're going to drive from Three Rivers to Elkhart. You're 19 years old, you're drunk. It's 7:30 in the morning and you're going to drive 40 miles. Again, makes the hair stand up on the back of my neck. But the plea that is here, you can't go to jail for it, I suppose, unless you violate your probation. But this looks like we may need to look at probation. What do you do, ma'am?
I'm a caregiver
And where's that?
here in Centerville.
All right, so this won't suspend your license. That's a benefit also. All right, we're gonna set this for the same date, February the 9th to 6 at 11. Where are you from originally, Miss Westfall?
Elkhart.
Okay. How'd you end up in Sturgis?
I have friends, family.
All right, screening and sentencing 2/9/26 at 11. All right, I'm interested to learn more about this, about you. Glad you didn't end up as a newspaper story about having a fatal accident on the drive home. but we'll explore this further on February the 9th. All right, and you take this form out to the counter, and they'll give you more information about preparing the screening. All right, Paige Alexander.